Hey, welcome back, guys. So I am here making bracelets. I'm using my hand painted beads, and I'm using these Rundell Spacers bead, and I might use this on this last one, but I kind of doubt it unless I pull that green out. I'm not sure. Well, how are you guys doing? And I might have to stand up because I'm having to look for some of my I'm using these. These are paper beads that my sis and I made back in 2015, years and years ago. And I had them in a storage box compartment thing. And I'm like, okay, pull the beads out. And I will show you some of the projects that I've already done with this. Some of my hand painted beads. And you saw how I made this bead. You can go back and look at the thumbnail and you'll see this bead up there. And it'll show you how I made this bead. This is made out of like a cloth and I glued it on there. And I have this one. Very, very different and unique bead. The way I painted it, and I used bead caps. Soft, malleable bead caps on that one. And this one, I'll come back and show you guys on the end how I do these. So right now, what I'm doing is stringing. Not really stringing, but I do need to do my overhead. What I'm doing right now is I used a sorry about that. I forgot what you call these. I got this from a one of the YouTubers back in 2019. So I forgot what she called these, but anyway, you just put your beads on there and you lay your pattern out. So I got this pattern right here. And of course, these are my hand painted beads. This is my hand painted bead. And I'm using blue avitrine. And that's a gray and white hand painted bead. So I'm doing something totally different. Same thing. Hand painted beads. These are green avitrine beads. How I finished that piece off, and I added in some little lavender and purples in there. And look at this hand painted bead. Awesome bead. And these are my hand painted beads also. These three on the end. That's the hand painted. And I used a bead cap on top of that. And I threw in some yellow jasper. But so we're going to string these, because I don't have another one of these. And then I'm going to come back and put together a design on this after I string one of these. So I have one of these, I forgot what she called these. I got one more over there. But if you hold on, I'm going to go and grab it right quickly, because I want to lay out a pattern. Show you how I lay my patterns out. I'll be right back. I'm still here, just finding the I forgot what you call it. Okay. These little things. And when I got them, they got the little plastic cap, so the beads won't slide off. So now, you see this bead? These are big hole beads. You could use like a 1.5, I think, 1.5. This might even do like a 2-inch stretch cord. But that stretch cord is going to be too hard to tie, probably. You know, that's just me saying these things. But, so I decided to put these caps on it also. These give it a little personality. So this is beautiful bead also. So I use these little flat spacers right here on these. And I use this one like in a rose gold. It didn't matter. I just grabbed them out and put them on there. And I'll show you how I do these. Sometimes I have to use glue, to be honest with you. Especially around the center bead. Because it will gap a little bit. Anytime you're using these big beads like this, they gap on your project. I had a bracelet I would have showed you, but I broke the bracelet that I had put together. This is gorgeous. I like that. So we're going to go back and I'm going to show you. So what I'm doing now is just loading this onto this, what did she call that? I forget what she called it. Now, if I tried to put a bead like this on there, it don't look that big to you guys on camera. But if I don't like the way that looks. A smaller bead. So these are paper beads. And you see the color. You got your aquas. And you got your... It's supposed to be an orange, but it's like a peachy orangey looking color on here. Now, I think this is that designer bead, the one where I used a pattern. Yes, this is a pattern bead. I think, I'm not sure. Maybe not. It's been a while. But let me show you. So I got this, and you see that color? So I'm going to try to stay in that color family. Like I said, I got lots and lots of paper beads. And we made these beads out of old National Geographics back in 2015. See, that would be nice on here also. But I learned that we didn't do a whole lot of, when we did our beads, we just randomly did these beads, guys. And we didn't do a lot of matchy stuff. So I have to try to find one that's close. See, that's perfect. So I'm just going to use this right here. And more likely I'm going to probably end up gluing this in there. But I put the pointed end in there first, yes. So this would look nice if I did like teal on it, on the end. So I do that so far, and then I come back with a regular bead. I'm gonna try this green, see what this green bead. I'm gonna try the green on there. These green avitrine. So I'm going by this pattern right here because I like this pattern on this one. Because I don't have any smaller beads, so I might, like I said, I might have to get up a little bit and look for beads. The color, and I want them to be a little bit small. So I might finish it off with some of these right here. And these are yellow jade. No, I'm not going to do that because that's the wrong color. That's like a teal and an orangey. And These beads aren't covering it either. So I might try these beads. Yeah. To finish it all. And I hope you guys had a good day while I'm going to get these beads out of here. Okay. So these are the beads that I might finish it off with. And I had 4 trays. All my trays are full. 1, I think that should be enough. I wish I could have found a I'll just keep that bead there. I don't have a small teal bead that I could get hold to. So we're just going to leave this one on there. Okay, so my next step is I am going to use this. And these are going to be, I'm going to paint these also. We're going to do that. So follow the pattern. And we're going to put one of these on there. Let's see what this looks like. That's what that's looked like so far. Okay. So I'm going to use, once I paint, do a hand paint on this, it's going to bring it out, which I'm going to use some more teal. I do like a teal color on these. I'm going to use another one of these. And we're going back with a little colorful one. I forget where I got these beads from. I might have gotten these from my bead man. And these might be some form of jasper, I'm not sure. I got them labeled over there, but I can't remember what they are. So we're going to do something like this with this. And then I'm going to add in some more paper bead to bring out this design. I wish I had another one of these. But I don't have another one. Or do I have one kind of similar to that size? Sizing is everything also. See, now I have to run my drill through this paper bead. I got my drill over here. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Okay, so I'm gonna find me a bigger paper bead. Something with color. So I might go with those two. I put that one there. So I have to do some work on it. So I might go with these two. I need to add color. There's not enough color for me. I might bring these in. Let's see what that looks like. So far that's what that looks like. And then I'm gonna add one more of these green avitrine on here. I've been trying to do this video all day and I've been feeling kind of sleepy all day. I went to sleep and slept for 3 hours and I'm like, what's really going on? And I'm kind of sleepy now. So I'm gonna try to get one with some color. And we're gonna put this back on there so they won't come off. So that's what that one looks like. Kind of like it. I like it. So what I'm doing is finding ways to utilize my hand-painted beads with paper beads. And when I tell you these beads are so gorgeous, they are gorgeous. And I mixed in some of these in one of my designs. Yeah. Let me put this back on there. This one right here. They are gorgeous. I have to come back and show y'all some of my paper beads also. Now, the ideal of me doing these, I said I was going to do earrings, but I made some earrings, and I don't like the way that they look. I made the earrings in this design right here, this bead, and I didn't like the way they look, so I'm going to turn them, just into like a focal bead for bracelets. So this is one design that I got. Awesome. And I finished it off with another bead with some jade. They're not the real jade. That's like a jade that they sell out of Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And this one, I love this one. I finished this one off with some of my hand-painted beads and with some paper beads and chips and yellow jasper, like a gold jasper. Well, let's get into it. Now this is gorgeous. I'm going to make another one just like this. This one is mine. And that's what it looks like. It's not gaping or any of that. And I finished it off with just some red beads. I put 2 shinies there and some paper beads. And I used spacers to, kind of decorate it a little bit and make it look decent. But isn't that gorgeous? And this will fit up to like a size 7-inch wrist. You see you got that much space in it? My wrist is like a 6.5 for regular size. Gorgeous on that one. But look at the details of the painted bead. And look at the paper bead. Just gorgeous. And let's get to the next one. This is 20 minutes, so I'm going to kind of stop this in a second. Now, I finished this one off with like a sodalite bead. And look at that, how I hand painted that and designed that bead. My phone is not doing these justice at all. And I used some bead caps with the end to push in the hole inside that 2mm hole. And that's what that looks like. Same thing. This will fit up to like a 7.5. It might fit an 8. You got that much space. It's with these designs, guys, it just depends on who you are, your personality, and how you carry these off. They are gorgeous. Now this one, I don't think I could ever get another bead like this. I love that bead. These are definitely one-of-a-kind pieces. Nobody else, these are not on the market, guys. I'm using paper beads. I use Imperial Jasper there. And these are paper beads that me and my sis made back in 2015. And I painted these little things, these little rondelle spacer, wooden rondelle spacers. I love those too. So that's what that looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? Imagine this sitting on your table. I have to come back. I don't have a website. I'll come back and do another video and tell you what happened with that. And we're going to do this last one. All of these, except for the little shiny elements, are my beads. And I love this look of this one. This one is kind of classy. So this is what they all look like. I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm making more. This one is a little loose because of the beads, but it's still good. So that's what we got so far, guys. Isn't they gorgeous? So, and you can see what how I've presented these hand beads before, and this is a bead cap. That little gold, and all these are bead caps, and these are like copper beads, the little gold beads. And so gorgeous. So we're going to take them all off. And I'm not going to be long because I tell you, I just don't. I'm not going to say I don't feel good. It's like I'm so sleepy all the time. And I'm hot. So I'm like, you know, what's really taking place? Sorry about that noise in the background. Let's get them right, guys. These are gorgeous bracelets. Beautiful bracelets. One of a kind. Beautiful. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching this video, and it's kind of long, 24 minutes, but it is what it is. Beautiful, beautiful bracelets. Show the back, front, and we centering on the focal bead. Thanks for watching.